We've got one more film to go. This is a film that we saw on Saturday night to a packed house at the Tyneside Cinema. This is Brooklyn.
So Brooklyn's a film directed by John Crowley, who's done episodes of True Detective, I found out, which is obviously very, very different from this. Basically, it's on the novel of the same name by Colin Tolman. You basically, I mean, this is probably the first Oscar contender of the season.
In terms of release date, yeah, probably.
Yeah, it probably is. So essentially, basically, what you've got is a young Irish immigrant called Ailish Lacey, played by Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse. Close enough.
That's
close enough.
what I meant. That's Saoirse Ronan, who was navigating her way through 1950s Brooklyn. She's basically been set up for a better life in Brooklyn, away from Ireland, by her sister, who thinks that she has no prospects there, and she's better off going to Brooklyn to live under.
It's quite harsh, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, to live under the chaplaincy.
Get
out of this country. Ireland.
What was like
back in the day. So she goes to live with the chaplaincy in America, led by
Jim Broadbent.
Bishop Brennan. no.
Bishop Brennan.
I'll just go Father Ted style via Jim Broadbent. And essentially, you see her battling with the homesickness that she gets. She meets this charming Irish lad, charming Italian lad, she falls in love with and helps to get over homesickness. He's a very hard-working workhorse. He does lots of manual labour, but he's very in love with her, and he helps her get over the homesickness. However, an event happens, and she has to go back to Ireland, and as she starts to live there and sort of get back into the society, she settles down again and meets Domnhall Gleeson, who eventually
Jim Farrell.
Yep, Jim Farrell, who they meet, and well, it's very much a story of two hearts in two different places. One heart in two different places.
That's quite nice, actually.
Yeah,
well done.
That's nice and poetic.
Yeah, thank you.
And now back to the film show.
Yeah, back to the film show, but it's just so good. It's really, really well made, and just, I mean, it is a character study. You get to see every essence of talent that Saoirse Ronan has. She
exudes so much.
Oh yeah. It's just powerful.
That was a weird noise, but you know what I mean.
It's charisma, it's energy, it's vulnerability, it's just general acting talent.
She doesn't even need to say a word, does she?
No.
It's all in the eyes.
It's all in the expression. It's literally in the eyes. You can just stare at her, and you'll see in those emotive eyes that you get all of the expression, all of the true gravitas in that performance, where she can ground herself in that character, and you really get to see sort of what she's going through. The homesickness, the eventual getting over that, and then obviously the tragedy that occurs, and just the general sort of thing, because she has eventually torn between. It's no spoiler to say that she is torn between these two lives. She is. It is sort of a battle between these two lives and what she will choose in the end. And I think this is a story that could very, very easily have turned into something extremely cliche-ridden and probably a lot more boring than it could have been. But for me, this was essentially a perfect, a near-perfect character piece of one girl who's trying to find her way through a tough life. I mean, she hasn't had an easy life. I mean, you get to see that, and in a new world while still trying to battling for her future and what she wants to do with it. She's very strong. I don't like sort of laying the whole sort of strong female characters, because female characters can be more than that. You want a full spectrum, just like with male characters. But she is truly strong. She's emotionally resilient. She's got the whole sort of a variety of. She is a very, very sort of. It's real. I think that's the best way to put it. It's realistic. This is exactly what a woman in her situation would feel like. Like her character, you believe it. You believe the whole scenario that's going on, and it's so powerful and sad and sorrowful and really, really sort of poignant and in places it shouldn't be. It has no right to be, but it is, because it's just so brilliantly acted and written and directed patiently. It's a wonderful combination of factors coming together to make a story that is just incredibly powerful at times, and just in general just a really, really good watch. And I definitely felt myself tearing up in a bit of general happiness.
Surprisingly funny.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's got wicked humour.
Scenes on the boat, and then of course Julie Walters steals her scenes completely. She's fantastic. Joe?
Yeah, I mean, judging by the trailers, I always used to kind of groan because I thought it was just going to be another crappy.
Because I've seen this trailer a lot.
Yeah, like a lot. And I always just sit me thinking, this is going to be a crappy rom-comedy, blah blah blah.
It's a period drama.
Yeah, but it's not. It's really, really good. I mean, like it's. I'm gonna have to try and pronounce this right. Saoirse.
Yeah,
I keep on saying Saoirse, but yeah, Saoirse Ronan's absolutely fantastic.
She's still so young. She's 21 year old.
No.
I mean, she's playing opposite Domhnall Gleeson, who's 30. He's in his 30s.
Yeah, she can definitely handle herself.
She's got that maturity about her. She's got. I mean, like I say, her face. She can tell 1,000 words with just that face. I think she's
I like that.
so
That's
elegant
good.
and
It's
so
a
it's
a
extraordinary.
fantastic little story. It's very, very funny as well. The editing also helps it as well. It's the scene where obviously because there's two I think there's one Irish and one American girl, and they're kind of like the in the boarding house,
sharing the cabin in the boat. Yeah,
that kind of thing. And it's the scene with the dance scene when they're staring at her, and then it cuts back to the table. The table scenes kind of usually bring them back together with Julie Walters at the head of the table and stuff like that. And it's a fantastic film, I thought.
Yeah,
I
it
really
is wonderful.
It.
I'm really glad we're all on the same page about this one.
Just full of low-key character moments that match up with the big sort of story beats that make you believe in these fully rounded people rather than just vessels to tell a cliched-ridden story. This is a realistic. It's grounded. It's personable, and you believe in every single asset, and you desperately want Saoirse to make the right choice everywhere that the story goes. And it's brilliant, and like it's got some great emotional symmetry, and it's just so profound. It's a genuinely good achievement.
Yeah, the Italian family.
Right, and it is
well.
wickedly funny. It's more funny than it has a right to be. It's brilliant.
In terms of reviews, I mean, it's sweeping it up across the board.
Right.
I mean, Saoirse Ronan's performance is going to grab all the headlines. Again, the film is a completely all-rounded perfection, I think.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be an outsider for Best Picture because it doesn't sort of strike me as a film that the Academy would go for.
I don't see this having a chance of winning Best Picture. Personally.
I don't think it'll win. I think if it got nominated, I'd be very, very happy.
Yeah.
I think it should be up there, and I think Saoirse Ronan is nailed on for Best Actress nomination.
Yeah, nomination for sure.
We're doing our awards at the end of the year. We're going to go all out.
It's going to be
with the second annual Millie Monty Donk Awards.
Trademark.
So I think it's no spoiler to say that she'll definitely be one of my nominations. If not the winner, she's so fantastic. That's Brooklyn.
Yeah, very good film.
It's worth seeking out. Is that the film of the week?
Yeah. I'd say
it's film of the week.
I mean, it's very rare you get a film that hasn't really got any negatives. Really, it's just, solid good film.
So solid.